Hi everyone, it's AKPets, and today I'm going to be answering your Q&A questions, and I've got all the questions on this piece of paper, so without further ado, let's get started. So on Facebook, Joy Georgina messaged me and said, who is your favourite YouTube pet? And that would be Simba from Pet Care Info UK, and Simba is a Syrian hamster, and he's long haired as well, and I'm not sure what his colour is, but it's a bit of brown and a bit of white, so it's really cute. And what are your goals for 2015? So my goals for 2015 are to get a part-time job so I can buy more things for the pets, and also to start college and study animal management so I can hopefully become a vet nurse one day. And Hopping Hammy also messaged me on Facebook and said, what is your favourite hamster coloration? And that would be tortoiseshell. Natural or punchy theme, and punchy theme because I like colourful things, but natural cage themes are also really cute. Both of my hamsters actually have a natural theme right now, so a bit hypocritical here. She also said if you could buy and take back only one hamster product from youre, which one would you want? And that would be the puzzle playground, because you can get it in the UK but it's a lot more expensive here, so I could get more for the same amount of money in the US. And Carrie's Little Piggies also messaged me on Facebook and said, what is your list for future pets? And this is probably too long to even answer completely, but I'm just going to say some of the main priority pets that I'd like in the future, and that would be cats, guinea pigs, rats, and obviously more hamsters, and probably mice as well because I really like mice. Okay, so moving on to the YouTube questions. Kimi Green 17 said, what's your favourite colour? And that's blue. Do you have any cool or weird obsessions? Cool or weird obsessions? I'm actually not sure. I don't think I do, but if I remember them I'll come back to it in a minute. And what species of hamster do you like the most? And that's definitely between Syrian and Russian, and because Syrians you can hold more and they're a bit more chunky in your hands, but Russians because they just look more chubby and cute. But I like all the other species just as much, but those are just some reasons why I like Syrians and Russians just a little bit more. And do you like to read? I like to read, but I get too lazy to read, so I'll read like 2 pages at a time, and that's awful, isn't it? I have such a short attention span, but I like the plots of books, but I'm just too lazy to read it all. And I Heart Hammy said, how many hamsters have you owned? And let me just count that, about 10. And I think I've had mainly Chinese, but I got them from Pets at Home when I was a bit younger, and they kept dying like within the first day, so I just kept getting new ones, and that's why I've had so many hamsters. She also asked what made you get into owning hamsters, and since I've always had them from a young age, I always thought they were cute, so I've never really stopped wanting hamsters, if I'm honest. Where is your favourite place to buy hamster related things from? And that is definitely viavet.co.uk, because their prices aren't great anymore. They used to be really cheap, but they're not great anymore, but they have one of the best selections online, so it's really good to buy from. And what is your dream hamster cage? And that's the IKEA Detolf. But this is going to sound very strange, but my room is a weird shape and I don't have a wall long enough for a Detolf. So like the only wall that's long enough is my bed, which is behind me, which I'm sat on. So that wouldn't be good to have a Detolf there because I'd probably bang my head on it or something. So Hamster All Stars 47 asks, how many pets do you currently own? And that's 5. I have the 2 leopard geckos, 2 hamsters, and Missy, my dog. What's your favourite pet product? And that's probably the silent spinner wheel, because all my hamsters seem to really like it, and it's quite quiet as well, which is good because some wheels are really noisy and it keeps me up. And what do you edit with? I edit with Sony Vegas Pro 12. And how long have you been on YouTube? A year and 2 months now. Okay, the Poot Squad asks, out of all hamster substrates you've used, which has been your favourite? Orbeos for value, Fitch for like comfort. If you could have another type of hamster, which would you go for and why? And I'd probably gravitate towards a long-haired Syrian because I really wanted one. And when I got Timey, they had a long-haired Syrian as well. But I saw Timey and I had to just get her because she's so cute, and I haven't seen a head spot robo before, so I thought it was quite rare and I thought I'd just have to get her. What is your favourite colour? I've already answered this, it's blue. Which is your favourite Facebook hamster group? And that would be Hamsters Appreciation Group, because they're not too strict about like cage sizes and that, because everyone has their reasons, and other groups can sort of just yell at people for no reason and put them off hamster care. Reptiles or rodents, and that would be rodents. If you could own any wild animal, what would it be and why? And probably a hippo, because I really like hippos. And that's probably a strange answer. I don't think many people would say that, but I really like hippos, so I'd probably get a hippo. Who do you want to win Britain's Got Talent? Yeah, sorry, Art, this is really late. I didn't really watch it this year either, but I think the person who was with the dog, I can't remember their name. I think it was Jules and Matisse, I'm not sure. But I think they deserve to win, they were very good. And Dwarf Hamster or Syrian, I like both the same for different reasons. I think if I had to pick one, it would probably be Dwarf. Totally Pets asks, what was your first pet? And that was my hamster called Hammy. He looked a bit like Peanut, and I know, original name, but he was a family pet actually. And why did you start YouTube? And that was just because I thought it would be something fun to do in like my spare time and that. So yeah, that's why I started YouTube. Terrarian Experts asks, how many pets have you had in the past and what is your favourite pet? So, how many pets have I had in the past? 11 without the ones I've got right now, like the 10 hamsters, and then I had another dog called Harry as well, who was a Yorkshire Terrier, and he died when he was about 15 years old I think, so he lived a long life. And what is your favourite pet? And one that I own would be hamsters, one that I don't own would be ferrets, because I really like ferrets. My Hamster Nest asked, if you're allowed another pet, what would you get? And that would probably be ferrets as well. I really like ferrets, and that's one of the pets I really want to own. And what made you want to start YouTube? I've already said that. Is there any job you want when you're older? I'd like to be something to do with like the vets, like vet nursing probably, because I'm a bit squeamish with like cutting animals open and stuff. I can't be dealing with that. What's your dream place to visit? Probably like Hawaii or Fiji or something. I like tropical places. Chocolates or sweets? Sweets. I really like Skittles, and they recently made them vegetarian, so yay. I love Skittles, and I couldn't have them for so long because they weren't vegetarian, and now they've made them vegetarian in the UK. I can eat as many as I want. Favourite food would probably be pizza. And they also asked what is my favourite animal, and my favourite wild animal, not one that I'd want as a pet, but my favourite wild animal would probably be a killer whale. I really like killer whales. Bunny My Honey asked, what was your first animal? And that was my hamster Hammy. Where would you want to live if you could live anywhere in the world, and why? And that would probably be Palm Springs in California, because I went there on holiday last year and it was really nice and the weather was perfect, and it's really pretty around there as well. You have like the nice mountains and stuff. And would you ever consider adopting another pet? I'm always up for more pets, but it's about my parents giving me permission and stuff. If they gave me permission, I'd probably get one right now, but I don't have permission, so I can't. Pinkie Pie Hamster asks, if you could have one animal in the world that is extinct, what would it be and why? That's extinct. The only animal I know that's extinct is a dodo, so I guess I'm going to go with dodo. And favourite food or chocolate? Pizza's my favourite food. I'd rather have pizza than chocolate, to be honest. Favourite film? I have so many favourite films. One of my favourite like powerful films is Blackfish. That's a really strong film. And one of my favourite happy films is probably Despicable Me. I really like that film, it's so funny. Okay, so on Hamster Hideout, Pudding Cup asked me, have you ever moved? If so, from where? And I don't remember moving actually, I might have done when I was younger. What are your sister's pets? So my sister has 2 dogs. She has Phoebe, who is a Chihuahua cross Yorkie, who is also Missy's puppy. And she also has Polly, who she got recently, who is a Yorkshire Terrier crossed with a Pomeranian. Then she has Cookie, who's a long-haired female Syrian hamster. And she has Oreo, who is a short-haired male hamster, Syrian hamster. And then she has Blackjack, who is a black Russian Campbell's hybrid. And I think that's it. And where are all the countries you've been to? I've been to Egypt, India, Turkey, Spain, America. Where else have I been? I've been to France. Well, I was there for like 2 hours waiting for my flight to America. And I'm going to Sri Lanka this year as well. So that'll be another place to add onto that list. What are all the pets' favourite treats? Maddie and Spudbury like waxworms, which are these treats that are quite high in fat, so they're better just giving them like one a week or something. Marshmallow like sunflower seeds, and Timy's favourite treats, I'm just going to get them now. These are munching sticks that you can buy on Viovet. I'm just going to focus the camera. Yeah, these munching sticks you can buy. They're quite big, like the length of my finger, so they're a bit too big for her, so I normally break them up in half. But she really likes these. It's one of the only treats that she actually takes from my hands. So I'd probably recommend getting these if you have a Robo. Put that back. Yeah, so that's it for Pudding Cup. Portal Master Wake asked if you could choose one video game in the entire world and the rest would be deleted, what would you choose? And I don't know if phone games count as video games because I'm not too much of like a PlayStation or Xbox person. But if phone games are included, I'd probably choose Clash of Clans because that's a really fun game. I really like that game. And if the only thing in the world to eat was paper, would you eat it? Weird question. If the paper had some sort of nutritional value, then yes. But if not, then it's not going to do anything for me anyway. I'll just end up dying, but more painfully. So yeah, I probably wouldn't eat it if it wasn't nutritional paper. Hammy May said, what camera do you use? Oh, this reminds me, I recently got a new camera that I'm filming with, so let me just get the camera. Yeah, here it is. It's a Nikkor D5500, and I got it with the 18 to 55mm lens, and that's the lens I'm filming with as well right now. And I also bought a 35mm fixed lens, so yep, that's the camera I use now. But before I did use a Fujifilm bridge camera. The story of my first hamster, I actually don't remember because I was very young, but I remember he was the same sort of colour as Peanut, but he wasn't satin, so he wasn't as shiny or anything, but he was still really cute and he was really friendly. And he died on firework night. He was coming out of his house, no, he was going into his house because all the fireworks were going off, his little hideaway house, and he got stuck, and I think he had a heart attack, but we didn't notice he was stuck, otherwise we would have saved him. But yeah, that's how we found him. And that's it from... That's not it, sorry. Have you ever lost a hamster for a long amount of time? No, I haven't actually lost a hamster other than one time. I had another hamster like Peanut. She was called Ginger and she was huge. She was like a giant. My mum used to work these early shifts at the airport, so she'd wake up really early and we'd go downstairs and turn the house alarm off and stuff. And my mum went to turn off the alarm, and right next to it on the wall was this giant ginger hamster climbing up the wall. So then my mum didn't know what it was, like she started screaming, and then yeah, that's the story of the hamster who used to escape all the time. Like after that, she used to escape all the time. So naughty, but she's really cute as well. And from Jinx Hammy, M&M's or Skittles? Probably Skittles. And what is your favourite movie? I've already answered this. But my favourite overall movie is probably, well, I like Finding Nemo actually, I'm going to say Finding Nemo. Another question from the Hamster Hideout forum is from Azales, and he said, what is the airspeed of an unladen North African swallow? And we all know that there's no such thing as a North African swallow, only the South African swallow, so that is a trick question. So that's it for my Q&A, and I hope all your questions were answered. Enjoyed watching this video. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.